Everyone, welcome back to the Code with Akshi. So, in today's lesson, we are going to learn one of the most important concepts in Python, that is user input. So, until now, we have been writing values directly in our programs. But what if we want the user to enter their own name, age, or any other information? So, that's where the input function comes in. By the end of this lesson, you will know how to take text input, number input, decimal input, multiple inputs, and convert the data types and print beautiful outputs. So now let's get started. Python provides a built-in function called input to receive information from the user while the program is running. So the syntax is very simple. Name is equal to input and enter your name with the double quotes. So here the program pauses and waits for the user to type something. After the user presses enter, the value is stored inside the variable called name. So then we can display it using the print function. So you have to remember one important point. The input function always returns the entered value as text, also called a string. So now we will see why this is important in the next example. Suppose we ask the user to enter their age. If we simply use input, Python stores the age as text. But the age is actually a number. To convert the text into an integer, we use the int function. Like for example, age is equal to int of input enter your age. Now the value entered by the user is stored as an integer. So this allows us to perform mathematical calculations whenever needed. So use int whenever you want the whole number like age, marks or quantity. Next, about the float input. Sometimes we need decimal numbers, for example, height, weight, or price. In those cases, we use these float function, like height is equal to float of input, enter your height. Now, Python converts the entered value into a decimal number. So you have to always remember use int for the whole number and use float for the decimal numbers. Next is about the multiple inputs. We can also ask the users for multiple values in the same program. For example, their name, their age, and their city. Each value is stored in a different variable. So, after collecting all the inputs, we can display them using the print function. So, this makes our program much more interactive and useful. So, the next topic is about the type conversion. Now, let's understand what is type conversion. As we learned earlier, the input function always returns the text. Suppose the user enters the number 15 and 20. So, without conversion, the Python treats them as a text instead of numbers. So, to perform calculations like addition or subtraction, we must convert them into the correct data type. So we use int for integers and the float for decimal numbers and the str when we want to convert something into a text. So choosing the correct data type helps us to write the accurate programs. Okay, next, the print function. The print function is used to display the outputs on the screen. So we can print text, numbers, variables, or even multiple values together. For example, in this also you can see we can print the name, age, height, weight, etc. So the print function is one of the most frequently used function in Python. So almost every Python programs uses it. So next is about the set and end. The print function also provides some useful parameters. The first one is set. Actually, by default, the Python separates multiple values with a space. So using sep, we can change the separator. For example, a comma or a hyphen or even a vertical bar. So this is how separator is used in the Python. So next is about the end. Normally after every print statement, Python moves to the next line. So using the end parameter, we can change what appears at the end of the output. So these options helps us to format our output in a cleaner and more professional way. So now let's quickly review what we learned today. We learned how to use the input function, how to take the input, and how to convert the input into integers and decimal numbers, how to take multiple inputs, and what type conversion means, how the print function works, and finally, how to use sep and end to customize the output. So practice these examples on your own. The more you practice, the faster you will become confident in Python. So, congratulations, you have successfully completed your lesson 3. You're making a great progress in your Python journey. So, keep practicing every day because consistency is a key to the beginning of a great programmer. So, in the next lesson, we will learn about the Python operators. So, if you find this useful, helpful, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Code with Akshi. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next lesson. Happy coding. And this quote is for you. Thank you.
Do you hear that? My sanity about to break while everyone I know